Hey, this is Dan Deyette here. I'm just doing a little informal video here. I thought it'd be kind of cool if I started sharing some juicy email marketing tips while I have my coffee on Mondays. So, what do you think? One of the first things I was thinking is, famous copywriter Gary Halbert once said, if you could have any advantage between one hot dog cart and another hot dog cart, he said, they could have the best hot dogs, they could have the most beautiful signage, they could have most beautiful packaging, um, you know, best quality of buns, everything, better processes, better condiments. And at the end of the day, do you know what would make a bigger advantage than any other advantage? A starving crowd. So let's talk about that. How can we apply that to our businesses and also to our email marketing, of course, and make sure that we have a starving crowd? Well, obviously, we can survey them and we can ask them, what are you starving for? What is your biggest challenge right now? What's your burning question, or what's the thing you're struggling with? The second thing we can do is we can look at the Amazon reviews on the related products and we can find out some of the big challenges those people are facing. Um, look at the things they were hoping those products would include. We can look at the forums, forums and groups online and see what our target audience is talking about. We can also go ahead and do Google keyword research and using adwords.google.com and obviously dig in and see what kinds of things people search for around that topic. And I'd encourage you to look at the 3 and 4 and 5 word phrases, the really deep stuff where they're actually being descriptive, even if it doesn't have a ton of search volume. Google AdWords is known for not being 100% accurate in that anyways, because you'll notice the smallest numbers they show is 10 searches a month or less. And naturally, there's no such thing as round numbers. There's some phrases that will have 9 searches or 13 searches or whatever. So clearly, these numbers aren't they're just sample data. So either way, you can obviously look at Google Trends to see if that's a seasonal problem or whether that's a year-round issue. There's all kinds of market research tools that you can use that are completely free online. But really, the conversation happening in the forums, the conversation happening via hashtag in Twitter and in Facebook, and naturally the conversations that are happening in related Facebook groups, Google groups, and related forums online are probably going to have the most human type of data that you can get in terms of just writing out the different things people typically post about in those groups. So I'd encourage you to do that. We obviously have a market research package that my company offers where we dive deep into that stuff. But I'm not here to pitch that. In fact, what I'd like to do, if you're interested, if you write your thoughts in the comment box below on YouTube here or on any one of my landing pages, and just let me know your thoughts. I may actually one of these days here run a training on how to do that research, how to write it down, how to formulate it into a nice little report, because this data is not just useful for, of course, your own marketing and to make sure that your crowd is starving for what you have, or to guide you in your product creation and that kind of stuff, but it's also super useful for handing to an investor and saying, look, we have a starving crowd. These people are desperate for what we have. We just need an extra $5 or $10 or $20,000 to finish producing the product that these people want. So incredibly valuable data, and naturally, with that data, knowledge is power. So that's my little coffee tip for today, and I hope you're having a wonderful Monday. I am, and we'll see you on the next video.